is Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, the 4 Hebrews. He says, whatever question the king asked, because remember, he was testing them. So he tested these guys. And he says, in whatever question he asked, oh my God, I need to say this slowly. Whatever question the king asked these 4, Daniel being the chief of defense, he found them to be 10 times wiser than the wisest people in the land. The astrologers, the magicians. Those are the people in those days were considered the wisest of the wise. These guys, how much wiser were they? 10 times. What would somebody have said and done in order for the king to say, listen, you are 10 times wiser than whoever is running the economy of the country. You are 10 times wiser than the governor of the bank. You are 10 times wiser than whoever in the land. I'm asking you a question, guys. For the president, Ramaphosa, to say you are 10 times wiser than anybody in this country, what would you have said? It means whatever Daniel said to the king was, Chineke. Daniel, repeat what you just said. And Daniel would say it again. 10 times wiser. We are told the magicians became jealous. Everybody became jealous. They wanted to destroy them. But these guys were so wise. Even when they were thrown into the blast furnace of fire to be destroyed, in their wisdom, the fire could not burn them. Going into the lion's den, and the lions did not eat Daniel, it was a matter of wisdom. Thank you for asking that question. How so? What you did not know about that story is that Daniel did something. This takes us back to our teaching on the mystery of tongues. You see? The lions must have received the email, being informed that the person who has been thrown in must not be eaten. And they read the email and understood it. They complied. You see? Now, why was it a matter of wisdom? Remember, Daniel is the same man that in those days a hand appeared out of nowhere and began to write on the wall in a strange language. The king and everybody was shocked. What language is this? What's the meaning of this? They brought Daniel. Daniel came, interpreted the message. So we already know that Daniel could understand the languages of the universe. We already know that. We already know also that Daniel was 10 times wiser than the magicians. What does that mean? Who are the magicians? The magicians, those are the people who communicate with cats and owls and send them. The magicians are those who take brooms and fly at night. They have that kind of wisdom. They can do such things. Daniel was 10 times more advanced. For the king to say whether you are 10 times better than someone who flies on a broom, what was Daniel capable of? Good question, eh? So that's why when they threw these guys into the fire, they were not panicking, because they were 10 times better than people who could control lightning. You've heard of such stories in the village. Those who can send lightning will destroy each other. These Hebrew children were 10 times better. So now what were they capable of? You can walk into a village and all the witches and wizards say, hey, hello, Semesa. What is he capable of? Remember the serpent of Moses, which swallowed the other ones. It means the wisdom of Moses was superior. Why was it superior? The God standard. Everybody say the God standard.
The God standard.